What's in the bag? Welcome back to another fun episode. So buckle up, grab a hot cup, because here we go. Peg Boyd takes the first by 5 seconds. First class. Thousandaire. Hit that like button for some good luck today. You're very generous with the likes, friendo, and it's much appreciated. A little generosity can plant the seeds of prosperity. Just don't get too carried away and take on other people's responsibilities. That's not good for you, and it's most likely not good for them. So as you can see, I broke out my bag of silver halves. I'm a silver have. I'd rather be a silver have than a silver have not. I made a trade, and I'll show you what it was coming up in mere seconds. Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments below. I love the comments. I get to them eventually. All right, so I have 12 ounces of pure silver here. Some rounds, some coins. I'm saying goodbye to it. But for what? There's some nice silver here. Maples look so nice when they have the cartwheel lines. And it's 4 nines fine. Off she goes today. But for what? I shouldn't raise the tension. It's going to be disappointing probably. Ah, Britannia's. What a beautiful coin. Likely my favorite of the lot. I'm sure I'll have more of these one day, in one form or another. The person I'm trading with is a friendo, so, I want him to have some nice things. But not too nice, so there's some generics in here. I'm kind of reshaping my stack. I'm not mad at shiny or cloudy, but I'm going for more patina. Some more oxidation, some more toning. I want my stack to have that old money look. I also want it to be recognizable. And a bit collectible, just a bit. This one's pretty cool, but I'm okay to see it go. Now, the stuff I'm trading this for is not really collectible, but it is recognizable. And I'm pretty sure my trade was ultimately practical. I know some of this stuff here may have a premium, but I don't care. Australia, shout out to Motivation. You hit the ground running with your channel, I dig it. Dare I say, is it even motivating me? All right, so are you ready for the big disappointment? I don't know. You might like this trade. You might not. So I traded 12 ounces of bullion for $19.50 face of half dollars, which upon review are mostly 1964 Kennedys. A couple Walking Liberties, some Franklins, but yeah, mostly Kennedys, which contain a smidgen over 14 troy ounces of silver. That's why I said the trade may be practical, because I did accumulate more silver. What do you think's better? More ounces in junk silver or a little less in pure bullion? Let me know in the comments below. Another thing I like about these is they're fractional, each one containing a little over a third of a troy ounce of silver. Silver's $29.50 an ounce today, August 21st, 2024. So each one of these is just under $10. I think the eagle on the back of these is pretty awesome. It's nice, it's symmetrical, unlike the one on the back of the new Silver Eagle. I have been wanting more Silver Eagles, and I was thinking about buying about 40 of them, and when I do, I'm gonna make sure they're Type 1. I got a few of the first year of the Type 2, just as a novelty, but I'm not excited about them. Type 1 Eagle just looks so much more official. All right, are you ready to get ridiculous? I almost didn't do this, but I'm gonna do it. There we go. I put this mostly 1964 Kennedy silver halves in airtights. I mean, I have 250 airtights for halves, so it's not like I can't take the Kennedys out later when I get better ones. And for those of you keeping score, I paid 24 cents each for the airtights. So I think I have about $50 face in half dollars now. I'll still be purchasing more, and they will not be Kennedys, most likely. Also, I'm going to be looking for some very nice ones, but I'm going to have to wait a bit because I'm still paying off the credit card monster. I haven't paid any fees, and it's almost paid off, but I've been purchasing essentials and paying my bills with it so that I may use my cash to pay off the older charges. It definitely has its hooks in me, but I am projected to come out of this victorious. And I'll be managing my spending a bit better than I did. I just went a little crazy on the comic books. I know. Buying assets with the credit card's a big no-no. But when it's all said and done, I shan't have lost after I digest these purchases. Unless you count the FOMO premiums on some of the hot books I bought that are now auctioning for less. Just a little less. We'll see what happens. Mistakes can be made sometimes when you're human. Honestly, I am surprised I don't make more mistakes as human as I am, which is so much. All right, so let's combine these with the rest of them. This should make for some pretty good stacking visuals. How about you, friendo? How do you feel about the silver price right now, and what do you see into the future? With your crystal ball. Mine's a bit cloudy. A lot of the big Muppet puppets plugging their bullion dealers are always hyperbolic about the silver price. I see it as a long-term play, and if the price should happen to spike up, well, I'll take advantage of it, because I will be holding some. And I'll be accumulating more, but in a slow drip fashion. Unless I come across someone who wants to sell me their collection at a discount. It happens. It really does. You just got to put the word out, you know? Also, if I have another asset that spikes up, I like taking profits in gold and silver. But they're kind of up right now, and I do have quite a bit. So I'm not so sure I would do that presently. In fact, I probably need to start paying attention to my cash position again. I've been saving $120 a week for my gold centenario in January, and I spent that on my credit card. That's right, I used it to buy comic books. So I'll need to get that back. I just didn't want to pay interest on the card. I went overboard. I have a little over 4 months to save up for another centenario. And if gold should keep going up, well, it's going to be painful. It's like buying a used car every 6 months. I've been going a little extra ham on the Bitcoin, so maybe that will help. Although I probably will not want to sell that in January, but who knows? You know, now that I think about it, I think I might just put everything into Bitcoin. I'm not talking about selling stuff and buying Bitcoin, but, you know, just all my extra cash. Actually, I don't think I have much extra cash left. I have ramped up my Bitcoin purchases already. Hey, just curious, do you buy Bitcoin? I know a lot of stackers hate the idea of it. But like I said in past videos, I owe a lot of my stack to Bitcoin because once in a while, I'll sell some and buy gold with it or silver with it if the markets are down. Right now, I'm thinking to myself, how sweet would it be to have $1,000 face in junk silver, Habs and Mercury dimes, and of course my silver dollars. All in due time, for there are so many assets to buy. I still own 0 real estate, but my asset value is up. I've got credit now, and I know someone that bought a couple properties that were over $1 million each. They're the one that told me to work on my credit. And I did. I got a credit score of like 729 right now. If I should buy a building anywhere where I'm at now, they offered to do a walkthrough and would advise me on the purchase. I still do not know how involved I want to be with real estate. I don't know if I want to be a landlord. Honestly, I just kind of like to have some land with nothing on it. He suggested I buy like a small apartment building, like 3 units, and live in one of them. And obviously rent the other 2 out. Something I've noticed about owning things, though, you gotta take care of them. I really want a low maintenance lifestyle. I realize that pretty much everyone that's bought houses has done well. But the only reason I want anything real estate is just to balance my portfolio. Things can change where you live. I want to be able to just take off. I'm fine with my crummy apartment. It's disposable as far as I'm concerned. You should understand, there's 2 things I'm not good at: paperwork and returning videotapes. Fortunately, no one rents out videotapes anymore. And it's not like I can't do paperwork, but I'll procrastinate to the point where it's never really done. I know, it's something I can overcome. But paperwork is the main reason I chose criminal over being a police officer. I'm joking. I'm pretty much a law-abiding citizen. You know, within reason. There's just so many rules and things we must do. Who can keep up with it all? Oh, in case you're curious, I've been doing the 12K steps a day, and today was day 36. The goal was 90 days and then forever. But once I have the 90-day streak, I'm going to buy myself another watch. If for some reason I miss one day, the counter must start all over again. Hey, if you're new here and you like the content, subscribe for more and you will get more. I hope you hit that like button because that is it. That is it! Thousand Radio, wicked shout. All right, here's your Easter egg. I followed this thing for blocks. It's a mangy little thing. I didn't know what it was, a fox, a coyote. It just seems so disorientated, and I can't believe it. It found chicken fingers on the ground. So basically, you're just gonna watch this gnarly thing chomp down on chicken fingers. It finds like 3 or 4 of them. I was living vicariously through it. You know, I might even eat chicken fingers tomorrow. I rolled down the window so you get a better look. I wasn't getting out of the car because if it was rabid, I've seen what rabid foxes can do. They move like the wind, and they're going to get a bite or a scratch in, and then you got to get a bunch of shots at the hospital. I'm assuming it's a fox or a chupacabra. I can't believe it found a whole order of chicken fingers on the grass. I'm surprised it didn't find honey mustard. I think it's got to be sick because foxes move pretty quick. They don't like to be seen. And this thing just didn't care that I was parked next to it watching it. All right, I got to go, but I'll let it keep going so you can see... You can see it eat all the chicken fingers if you like. Something's off with it. I've never seen anything like this. Do you think it might be rabid? Let me know if you think it's rabid. Maybe somebody in this apartment complex always throws chicken fingers out for it. I don't know.